Now you should be able to hear me. I'm sorry, I had my microphone off. Can you hear me now? Hello, Fiona, Jill, Kay, Malise. Wanting to know, I hope you've been watching the videos. I know you're a new member. And Sherry Johnson, hello. Princess Carlisle, hello. Lizzie B, of course, is in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Lizzie B. Whoop, whoop. I love that you're such a great support. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate you. And let's see here. Who else? Okay, so we're going to get started with my live today. Um, Mystica Rose is also here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about today is I'm going to talk briefly about um, Prince William and Tom Cruise has actually made a surprise appearance at the Earthshot Prize Awards, which is really nice. But also going to talk about some of the breaking news that came out today in the Sun about this new acting role. And I'm gonna have to give you some more info on this because I just saw some new information I'm going to be talking to you all about. And just kind of talk about these stories and answer any of your questions. And let me know if you can hear me though. I'm going to make sure that I'm able to be heard. So, yeah, so glad you finally made it. Who was that said that? Oh, yes, Marcia Kennedy. Welcome. I'm so glad you were able to make the live today. Oh, hello, Tammy from Tennessee and Shannon from Idaho and Delilah Fernandez. Okay, Maggie is here in Florida and Fiona. Let's see, sound restarted. Okay, so loud and clear. Okay, good. You can hear me. Thank you, Anthony and Linda. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and Mary can't stand cruise. Okay, we got to hear about that. But we are going, and Joe White is here as well from Australia. Oh my goodness, what time is it in Australia right now? And Olivia, wow. Okay, so Maureen is in Scotland. Great. Brenda Goodwin is from Ohio. Okay. Hello, Brenda, fellow Ohioan. Um, okay. So, wow. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Yes. So, I'm kind of on a chair right now. So I'll have to get on the floor and then you'll get to see Otis. But he's here. So I wanted to talk about a couple things that I've been seeing in the news recently around um, this whole acting thing that's going on with Meghan and then Harry as well, because there were some reports that came out about Harry that mentions how he feels like he is being prodded around like a puppet. Like there are some things that are clear signs of some issues within this marriage because we know there are issues that we do know. Okay. But okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this hot mess. Look, Mr. Otis. Look, Mr. Otis. Okay, we're gonna get to you. Let me get on the floor because he loves it for me to be sitting next to him. So let me get on the floor. I'm in a different room today. Okay, Mr. Otis. Come sit down over here. Okay. You have to sit right next to me then, okay? All righty, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple of things around um, the Earthshot Prize Award, just because I want us to give recognition to the good work that Prince William is doing because it is significant, and I think it provides that narrative that we need to hear about the good work because it's meaningful work, and we want our royals to do work that is meaningful because it really shows you how important that work is when you look at their existence, the monarchy in general. You want to see that the work it shows value, right? That is what is very important. And then also, of course, answering some of your questions. And just things in general. There's just a lot that has happened since yesterday with Megan as well. And I think this is such a crazy time right now for Harry. And then you look at what's happening with Andrew, and you know that Harry he is caught between a life that he really wants to get back to and the life that he is in that he's trying to figure out how to get out of. Like there is real turmoil happening for this man. Okay. And we know that Andrew is currently in turmoil. And there are some things that have been said about Eugenie and Beatrice no longer on good terms with Fergie. Like, what in the world is going on? I mean, seriously, it looks like there has been some major shakeups in the House of York, the House of York in general. Okay. So just remember that if you are here today for this live, please like today's video, like the video. And I am going to let everyone know, if you went to, a lot of people have asked this question for my charity. If you want to support the work that I do, thank you so much, Lizzie B, for putting the link up and mentioning the different things that everyone needs to know about. Are you going to be doing your story today?
Not in this hot room.
It's not that hot. You think it's hot in here?
It's a sauna, Annie.
Oh, okay.
Well, even Mr. Otis wants to leave.
Okay, well, you said that you would be doing one though today.
If I can think of one.
Well, think of one and come back, okay? Okay.
You want him to leave?
I want him to stay. We want Otis to stay, don't we? Come here, Otis. Come sit down. Come stay, Otis. Just stay here. Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, do me a favor. Can you do me a favor? Maybe open up that window over there, because I think that would make a good draft. Okay. So if you want to support my charity, here's the link. And also I have my other things. If you want to join my Facebook account. Oh, thank you so much, Mary, for let me see. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Mary, for saying that. We love Otis. We do. Did you know that pugs are very temperamental and they're stubborn? Yes, they are very stubborn dogs. Like if you make him mad, he will leave you something, if you know what I mean. Okay? He will leave you something. It happened a couple of weeks ago. Oh, someone's asked, where is my gorgeous husband? Someone said that.
What was there?
A P-Man.
Yeah. Here he is.
Oh my goodness, so terrible. But anyway, okay. Yeah, so let's.
Yeah, he was mad because you and I were in here talking.
Was it that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
I
what it.
I wouldn't let him in the room because he was being a jerk. He
Okay.
wouldn't come in at first. So I shut the door on him, and then he just took a poop right outside.
That's
the door.
right. So yeah, so I don't know if you heard my husband, but basically what happened is my husband was coming into our room and Otis couldn't come in. And
He wouldn't come in.
oh, wait a minute, he didn't want to come
He
in.
didn't want to come in.
He
And
didn't
I
want to
kept
come in
telling him
because
to
he
come
thought
in.
he was going to be tricked to stay in the room. And then my husband would leave with Otis stuck in the room here with me. I don't know why he wanted to leave. I think maybe he wanted to leave, or I don't know why he wanted to come out though.
He didn't want to come in.
Oh, he didn't want to come in the
Into the
room.
room.
Yeah, because he thought you were going
Because he
to.
thought I would leave.
You would trick him. Exactly.
Because he wanted to be with me because he thought I was going to get food.
Oh, okay. He thought he was going to get food because my husband goes and gets McDonald's every day, and he wanted to have some McDonald's, but my husband wanted to leave Otis with me. But Otis was like, "Wait a minute, hold up, stop the presses. This man over here got food at McDonald's. I don't want to go up in this room and be stuck in here." And so Otis did not come in the room. And then we shut the door because he never left. My husband didn't leave. And Otis was mad that he was ousted. Like
he could hear us talking.
he could hear us talking in the room. And so he got so mad that we ended up leaving right after that. And when we came back,
no, when we opened the door.
When we came back, he was down there.
When we opened the door from talking,
it was that quick.
Yeah.
That's right. When we came out the room, Otis had left. You know what I'm saying?
Just say
poop outside
right
the front door here
door.
by the bedroom door,
And disappeared.
and just left because he knew he was in trouble. But isn't that something that he would do something like that because he was upset? I'm like, well, just say it. Can't you just say it? Form the words of your mouth. Say it. But he was really mad. So that's how pugs can be. They're very stubborn and they're very temperamental like that. So it's in his DNA to be like that. But anyway, so my husband is here. So let's see if he has a story or something.
I'm not thinking of anything right this second.
Okay, well, you have to come back then once you think of a story. Okay, I'll hold him because I know you want him to stay here, or at least he wants to anyway. Okay, all right. So let's look at. He'll be back. My husband will be back with the story. He's going to go think of a few things. Okay, so let's look at the story around the Earthshot Prize Award just briefly. I just want to talk about what has been going on. So we know that he's in Brazil and they've actually chosen their winners for the Earthshot Prize Awards. And I think for me personally, I think William, when he does begin his reign, he is going to do things that are so unprecedented, so completely different than how they have been. I think there's going to be a very toned down monarchy. It's going to be more driven around purpose, around charities, and they're not going to have as many people who are, I guess, a part of the monarchy. And it's going to be very different than how King Charles has run the monarchy and the late Queen Elizabeth. It's going to be completely different. And I think it's going to be more of a less focus on the popularity of the royals. They'll be doing work, they'll be supporting the community, but there will be less focus on the family members. The focus is really going to be more about the work that is being done in the community. And I would hope that this could extend to maybe international work, but I don't think it will. I think it'd be very much concentrated to the Commonwealth and the United Kingdom. But that's just going to have to be. But here William is with the some of the winners of the Earthshot Prize Awards. And they had, let's see, Heveline dos Santos, 15, Julia Ferreira, 15, Miguel dos Santos, 12, and Vicente Fontoura, 14, who talked about their vision for a world that was powered by clean energy, where the climate is stable, in which clean air and oceans are bursting with life, a world where nothing is wasted and the forests stretch endlessly before a vow to play a part to spread hope and optimism everywhere. And this last cohort, there were 5 categories. They got their 5 winners, and they were each awarded $1.3 million. So I just think that is spectacular, the work that he is doing. And just wanted to highlight that because it's meaningful. And then you look at the other things that are happening that are not meaningful. And you look at the fact that there's stories that are coming out about Meghan and her going back to acting. And I'm going to talk to you about that because there's a big contrast between the work of someone like Prince William and the clear sight of what Meghan has always wanted to do was never, hear me when I say, it was never about helping people. It was never about doing meaningful work. The intention was always about what she could do to help her independent life of celebrity, world in her head domination, and things like that. It was never about the people. And what angers me the most about it is the clear use of using the people of the United Kingdom for the money, the taxpayer money that was used to help this woman, not only with the material things that she received, but also with the clear name recognition that she now has from being in the royal family. This woman used the royal family. She's used Harry. She has used a lot of people to help her own objectives, because it was never about the work of doing the good for the people, for the country. Give me 1 second. I got to let Otis out because he wants to now leave with my husband. Hold on. Go ahead. Okay. So that's, to me, that right there is the biggest disgrace. And I think with everything that this woman will try to do with her name recognition and her alignment with certain people to continue this world domination or this celebrity lifestyle that she is seeking constantly, we will never allow her to reach whatever goal she is seeking because of what she did to the people. When you think about the work of people that run charities and the work of people like Prince William and Princess Anne, for that matter, and even the Queen and King Charles, like when you look at this is work that is meant to be not about the individual. It is work that is meant to really bring good to people. And when I look at what William is doing, it just seems to me such a huge endeavor that your heart has to be in it. Because if your heart isn't really in helping people into doing the work, the humanitarian work, you are a perpetrator and you are a fraud. And with all the work that has been going on with the work of all these different charities, they are usually founded by people who have a heart for doing this kind of work. And when you look at what has transpired with Harry, that beta of a no good for nothing weasel head who allowed this woman to continue to tramp over him for his for this woman that he married, her gain of selfishness, it really irritates me because he's too dumb to see what he has done and to see how this woman has manipulated him to the highest mountain. This woman has manipulated him, and he's too stupid to see it. But I love what is going to be said in what this article that I found today for this live, because it speaks to what he realizes, well, what he is starting to actually realize about what has actually happened. And the fact that Meghan has essentially taking on this acting role that is being talked about, it shows that she is trying to get somewhere, and Harry is nowhere a part of the equation. Now, don't get it twisted. I still believe this story about what I did in my video yesterday about the reality show, because we do know that Meghan and Doria were meeting with the Kardashians. Like, that is the model. Now, I did hear that Meghan was only paid. I want to thank Paula M for this, because I think she knew someone, or she found out some information that Meghan was only paid about $25,000 for this role that she did. So that clearly was not for her a way to make money. It was, well, let's just go into the article. Let me just go into the article, because there's some things that were said in the article that I definitely want to address. And then I also want to answer some of your questions as well, because it to me, you have to look at what this woman clearly is doing, and how she is, like how she used the monarchy, how she was so deceiving, in everything that she has done since coming into the royal family, and now what Harry is starting to see. Shaz, thank you so much for your gifted 5 memberships. Someone made a comment 2 days ago, I think, because I did a video when I went to go stay with Lady C, and it was so nice for me to even go back and reminisce about that because it had been such a while since I had been to her place for when I stayed there because I she hosted me and my friend JD, but it was really nice to see. So there's some really great videos on my memberships page, so you can get them on Patreon or on my YouTube members page. So thank you so much, Shaz, for your gifting of these memberships. Okay, so this is what the article says. And this is very telling. Well, first, I'm gonna just talk about her role that she got because I want to add something to that. Okay, where did it go? So this one thing that they are saying, and I think this is a very telling as well, that the sign that Meghan Markle has gotten this acting role shows that she is desperate to escape Harry. And that is a big sign, clear evidence that really the marriage is over. We know it's over. We've known this. If you've been following my channel and others, you have known that this marriage is over. They're living separate lives. The fact that Meghan took this role, there's other things that she's done. I've talked about them. The fact that she has done this shows that it is over. So, the clearest sign yet that her marriage to Prince Harry is at a breaking point. So Meghan has insisted that her new life in California is built on shared vision with Prince Harry, media ventures, philanthropy, and unity. However, the narrative has been shattered by the news of her shock return to acting. Almost after a decade away from the screen, Meghan's surprise appearance on the set of a new film called Close Personal Friends is now being seen by insiders as the closest sign yet that the marriage to Harry is at a breaking point, or maybe at a breaking point. Meghan was spotted filming in Pasadena alongside a high-profile cast that includes Lily Collins, Brie Larson, and Jack Quaid. Now, Lily Collins is actually the daughter of Phil Collins, and we all know Phil Collins, the drummer, all the wonderful songs that he has made that I absolutely love. Yes, and Jack Quaid is, I believe, Randy Quaid's son. And he of course, was a big A-list actor. So there's a lot of children who are in the business now that are children of very famous people, which is, what we're seeing here. A lot of celebrity children are at an age now where they are like the new A-listers of our time. It's what it appears to be. But this show, remember the show This Is Us, which was created by Isaac Aptaker, and directed by Jason Orley. The project marks Meghan's first major on-screen appearance since she left her role as Rachel Zane in the show Suits in 2018. Now, sources on set describe Meghan as being relaxed and glowing atmosphere. Royal observers believe the movie signals a deeper, far more significant shift. Now, we do know that Meghan's people more than likely put out the article with People magazine that said that she seemed relaxed and she was like, they're saying all these things because this is a PR move. This is definitely something that creates Meghan singly isolated from Harry. She's able to get the news, the attention, the individual press without Harry by her side with this move. And so they're going to capitalize on that with stories and articles that they're going to put out about Meghan going back into the industry. This is clearly Meghan detaching herself publicly, career-wise, professionally from Harry. So sources are saying that Meghan's comeback isn't just about acting, it's about freedom. Freedom. She's been itching to return to the industry, and this project feels like her stepping out from Harry's shadow. Absolutely, it does. Insiders have added that Meghan added that people close to her say that she is desperate to feel like herself again, because here is the twist. Here is the twist. The twist, my friends, is that as long as Meghan is still with Harry, she is still connected to a life that she did not like. And why, might you ask? Because with every fiber in Harry, his goal is to return back to his homeland. And that is completely against what Meghan wants to do. So all Harry really is a reminder to Meghan about a life that could come back that she absolutely hated. That's the twist. He's the constant reminder of a life she wants nothing more to do with, because he still wants that life. He still wants it. And she is the one that hears about it. She's the one that sees him trying to get that life back and to have the children a part of that life. Okay? That, you need to understand, is what is happening in her head. I know. I most certainly know. Okay, I hope you guys can see me. Let me turn on some more light here. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so let's go on with the article. This new film is set at the epicenter of a growing tension between the couple. Insiders claim that the very dynamic between Harry and Meghan has fundamentally changed. Harry's supportive in public, but privately, under the bed sheets, privately, behind closed doors, he is struggling. He is struggling with how separate their worlds have become, one source says. Meghan's re-entry into Hollywood feels like a statement that she is moving on with or without him. Absolutely. And I think the whole reality show thing is part of that, because see, Meghan didn't make that much money from this film. This is not like for a financial reason. Like I said, $25,000 is what she made, allegedly. The real money comes from the sustainable work that she'll be doing around this reality show. And capturing that grumpy Harry, that dissatisfied, wanting to live back in England, capturing that Harry means money. Getting everything on camera that Harry is doing, that Harry, we know, is not happy about the children being seen on camera. Like, Meghan is playing by her own rules. What can Harry do at this point? What can he really do? That is the question. So while the couple stepped down as senior working royals in 2020 to pursue their independent ventures, including a Netflix deal and their Archewell Foundation, friends now suggest that Meghan's ambitions are diverging sharply from her husband's. So a source close to the couple confirmed that the shift, stating that Harry's energy is going into his charity and Invictus projects, but Meghan's got her sights firmly set on Hollywood again. They insisted that this film isn't a side project, it's her big comeback. Now, we just need to look to what Megan has done in the past to understand what she is going to do in the future. And she is not going to allow herself to be compromised with what she wants. And at this moment, that's all Harry can do is compromise what Megan wants because he wants to go back. And if he decides to compromise and not go back permanently, but go back more often with the children, that is still a no-no for Megan because we know she doesn't ever want to step foot in the UK again. And she hasn't since the funeral of Queen Elizabeth. So, strategic casting for Meghan's image reclaim. So the nature of Markle's role is close personal friends and highly strategic. She will be playing herself in what sources call a self-aware cameo. I'm self-aware. I'm playing myself. So industry insiders suggest this casting is a calculated chance for Markle to rebrand herself after years of intense media criticism following the move away from royal life. I'm sorry, but that criticism, that intense criticism is going to follow you wherever you go. It will follow you to Hollywood and the big screen because whatever Megan does here on out will be highly criticized. Because, like I've always said, Megan, wherever she goes, she has a trail of dead bodies that follow her from all the evil, nasty things that she has done. How she has treated people. And like I just mentioned here a little bit ago about how she used the British people, the public, for the money that was given to her for her clothes, for this wedding, all the gifts, things that she received. Like she clearly used the people, the taxpayers, for self-gain. Because it wasn't about the marriage to Harry and the circus she called the wedding. It was about Megan getting to where she is right now, very strategically. Although we saw it, that's what she did. She calculated all of that. So the return to acting comes after years of speculation about her post-royal career, which was famously stymied, and her income project plummeted after 2017 due to a lack of major roles. Now, a Hollywood executive has said that this new project is more than just work. It's Megan saying, I'm back at this time. I don't need saving, they observed. That's exactly right. It shows that Megan says that she's back. And this has nothing to do with the husband that I married. I'm able to reclaim all of this press and all of this recognition all by myself because I was a part of the royal family at some point. And now that connection will follow me wherever I go. But what have I always said, friends? That we will be there following her, checking her. We will be that constant reminder of the dead bodies that are trailing her. We will be that reminder of all the mean things she has done to her father, her sister, her brother, her friend Jessica, the king, Charlotte, Catherine, William, the people of the United Kingdom, the staff workers, the people that have come into contact with this woman that she has used. We will be that reminder for her for everything she has done. We won't let her forget. So on the set, the focus is clearly on the former royal. Despite having only a small part, a production crew member revealed that you'd never know it from the way people respond to her as she's being treated like the lead actress. The witness also noted that Markle arrived with calm confidence and seemed genuinely happy. Well, we know Megan can show up looking like that just because that's plastered on her face wherever she goes. Like we've seen that, okay? But by returning to the industry that laughed at her, Megan is determined. See, this part right here is in the press release, I believe, from Megan's people, because who laughed at her? Who laughed at her? She wants herself to feel like she is the underdog. She is the victim. She is the one that no one returned her phone calls. The casting directors that said that they would never allow her to audition again. She wants to be the one that is trying to come back and to say to the people that did her evil once upon a time, she's back to say, now look at me, you know? But she doesn't have that story to tell. No, she doesn't. She thinks she does, but she doesn't. So she is coming back, they say, on her own terms. Her shock move signals a decisive break from the joint ventures of the past, raising serious questions about the future of her marriage. Absolutely. That is what I find shocking, that this woman is. Oh wow, that's I just saw. Thank you so much, Melise, for your super chat. Thank you. Whoop whoop. I do like a whoop whoop for the super chats. This is really wonderful. So thank you for doing your other charity and donated to it. Love, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And that's the whole point. Thank you so much, Melise, for saying what you said right here, because that's what it's about. It's about the passion that founders who start charities, the work, the struggle, the sacrifice, the financial sacrifices that I've made to support my charity. Like, the sacrifice is huge. It's not a platform to build a career and to say, look at me, I'm charitable and I do all these great things. I'm going to start a charity because I want people to recognize me and to donate to my charity so I can live a very high class life, because that's what Meghan and Harry have done. They have started a charity to live off of the back of their charity work. It wasn't for the passion of helping people. It wasn't for the sake of doing something to help community. It wasn't for the sake of doing the work of what Prince William is doing with Earthshot Prize and other initiatives that he has. Because if you are doing, these are the things that matter to you. These are the things that matter. And you're not trying to also in the background have some kind of life that you can keep building on that's going to yield you back into Hollywood with millions of dollars in name recognition. Like, there's a whole plethora of things that Meghan is seeking to gain from going back into the industry. But do you ever hear her talk about Archwell, like really meaningfully? Talk about the work of Archwell, talk about donating to help so that they can go out and help other charities doing good work. Do you ever see that as the talking points? Meghan, in my opinion, has clearly used her name recognition to build a fake charity that looks like it's trying to do good, but is it really? Is it really? I think there's a lot to be said by somebody who continues to do, and even this whole as ever thing, like these vanity projects. You have enough money just to run your charity and live a good life. But guess what, people? That's not enough. It's not enough. The constant failing at this project, this project, this project, it becomes about the projects and the things she is trying to succeed at rather than the work of the charity. It's smoke and mirrors. It's not truly about trying to do the good of the people. And that's how you know. Because I can tell you, this woman is not nearly paying the price for a founder of a charity or doing the work of somebody who is running a charity the way it should be done, because her goal is the constant seeking of celebrity, seeking of that next big thing, seeking the next project to work on. Working with these children that she has and not showing them would be the priority, rather than using the children behind Harry's back to make money and to post pictures of these children against the wishes of Harry. See, that becomes the priority. That becomes the motive, the true nature of what she is doing, because it's about selling the products. It's about the projects that she's working on. It's not about trying to do what's right by your husband when he doesn't want you using the children on social media. It's like we've seen the articles, we've seen things come out about Harry. And this is what I said on Dan's show. I said, why are we hearing about these things from Harry's people about what he doesn't like that Meghan is doing? Can you just communicate that to her? Is the breakdown of this marriage so bad that you can't even communicate basic things to your wife to not do, but yet we see her still doing it? The breakdown of the relationship is at an all-time high. And you can tell by every move that Meghan is making, and this acting role being one of them. But here's the other thing. Here is the other thing. Harry is upset. This has come out today that Meghan's World Series post, it stirred a lot of backlash and it reopened royal wounds online. And, you know, you have to look at the many articles that have come out about Harry mentioning this, and it's still in the news. This was something that I spoke about on Dan's show, and I'll share that with you right now. This right here. So this is what the article is referencing that Harry's upset about. So let's go back. So Prince Harry reportedly feels uncomfortable with Meghan Markle's recent Instagram posts, which he believes are parading him around and linking her new brand to their royal past. Right? Sources suggest that Harry dislikes how Meghan leverages their royal history for her lifestyle brand, citing a candle named after their wedding date and her use of royal initials. So a husband who is saying that he doesn't like his wife using the brand to connect it to her royal past, is that a husband who is speaking to his wife? Why are we reading about this in the press? Is Harry not able to communicate, or even worse, when he does communicate, Meghan doesn't listen? So this story comes out about how Harry is not happy with what Meghan has done. What kind of marriage is this? You see, there's a lot of money to be made off of the conflict that is happening with this couple that Harry is going to find himself a part of. And he thinks putting it in the press or allowing the press to hear this kind of information is a way to perhaps maybe get her to stop. Or could it be something intentional that Meghan is doing because she is trying to create that problem, that conflict, these issues for an impending reality show? You see, you have to look at Meghan Markle as someone who is very, very calculating. Would you hand me that water on that thing?
I'm ready with the story.
Are you ready? Okay, we have to do a break. Breaking news breaking news. My husband has a story. Once again, thank you so much, Malik, for your super chat. I really appreciate you, girlfriend. You are the best. Thank you. Okay, so let's hear what he has to say, everybody. Now, I don't know what he's going to say, and it better be appropriate.
These are P. Dinah stories. So I know everybody wants to know more about the mysterious P. Dinah.
Well, I don't know about that. But it's an interesting story about something. Doesn't have to...
Many years ago, we used to live in Florida. And P. Dinah, I had lived in Florida for many years prior to that. But P. Dinah had never lived in Florida before. So she did not realize there were animals down there called geckos.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, if you know what a gecko is, it's a small, cute little lizard.
Dinosaur.
And
it's a small little dinosaur.
I'm
sorry.
Can I speak?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They're small lizards. They sell them at pet stores.
Okay.
And they're about 3 to 6 inches long at the longest. And people keep them in terrariums and so forth. And so in Florida, they're everywhere. And they eat bugs. They eat palmetto bugs. They eat mosquitoes, so they're really good to keep bugs away. So I come home one day, P. Dinah is in the middle of the living room on a chair screaming with a broom in her hand, swinging like a mad woman at this poor little gecko that had gotten in the house about 3 inches long, going crazy.
Okay.
Like it was a mouse or something.
I'm not an animal person, right? I'm not an animal person.
She was hitting the TV with it. I mean, she was beating everything, knocking stuff down.
So this is one of the reasons why I left Florida.
And that is one of the main reasons we had to leave Florida, is because she could not stand the geckos. If you don't know what a gecko is, I believe it's spelled Gecko. You can look it up. They're very cute. They're not scary looking. And I don't get it. I don't understand why she was horrified of them. But it was one of the deciding factors on why we had to leave Florida.
Yeah, because I did
fear of geckos.
I had no idea those creatures were there until I moved there. I had no idea. Can you imagine the shock on my face when I see these creatures? I'm like, well, where'd that come from? And then to get into your house is a whole nother story. Okay. So yeah, I'm just not a gecko person.
I mean, most people that live in Florida don't mind if a gecko comes in and out of the house, because they eat bugs.
But they're dying, like they're like this big.
Not that big. They're not that big. That's an exaggeration.
They are.
That is an exaggeration. Geckos are not that big. That's an exaggeration. They're probably like this big. Go like
no.
This big.
No.
This big.
No, like this big.
This big.
It's like this big, because the tail, you got the tail, right?
No. And the thing is, if you try to catch them by their tail falls off. It's a defense mechanism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is that?
Oh,
what is he doing?
He's trying to get something. Oh. Mm-hmm. Someone was not smart.
What?
He was I heard a claw.
I did too.
He was trying to get into these, but he didn't know how. Someone left them on the carpet.
We have guests in town, so he was trying to open this.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
He was digging at it, trying to open it.
Okay. Okay. Well, they won't bite you. They're saying I don't. Yeah, I'm sure they don't bite you, but they look like they can.
And that is an episode of Life of P. Dinah.
Bye. Okay. All right. So back to our story. Okay. Back to our story. Now, yeah, I just can't. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, somebody's with me here. Okay, Catherine. Yeah. Florida, and I saw when Fence and freaked out. That's right, girlfriend. We freak out when we see that kind of stuff because that ain't normal. That ain't normal. I'm sorry. It's just not normal to see, oh, a gecko on the wall. Oh, there's a gecko here on the floor right here. Oh, here's a gecko in the closet. Uh-uh. I'm freaking out. I'm like, look, when I was young, like I grew up, we had roaches, okay? We had roaches. If you read my book, I talk about it. Sorry, I'm not gonna be normal for me just to see a creature, a bug, something in my house. Like that's just not normal for me. Okay. So yeah, keep it in the yard, but not in the house. Like to say it's okay for it to come in your house is where I have a problem. Like I'm looking at you with the side eye all day. Like what you talking about? It's okay to come in the house. I much rather see a spider in the corner. At least the spider gonna stay there in the corner. The gecko can run all through the house. The gecko is gonna be everywhere. It could be in your shoe when you go to put your shoes on. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not ready to be scared like that. I'm just not. I'm not ready for that. I'm lucky I got used to a dog that I am completely in love with now. And this was an accident. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened. Okay. I love the dog now. Oh, Lord. I don't know. My life is crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Let's get back to this story, y'all. Let's get back. Okay. Oh gosh, I tell you, life can be crazy at times. But my husband, he got some stories, y'all. He got some stories. I mean, there's sometimes I feel like it's just my reality seems to be completely abstract. Like it's like not normal, but okay. So Harry is not happy with these Instagram posts, sources told Page Six. Now, Meghan shared photos and videos. Hold on, you guys seeing this now? Let me see. I have it reshare it. Hold on. Add to the stage. Okay. So, uh, Princess, okay, he wasn't happy. As sources told Page Six that Meghan shared these photos of Harry and their kids having fun at a pumpkin patch and carving a jack-o'-lanterns. But what caught most attention was a post from the World Series game at Dodger Stadium in LA, where Meghan posted a photo with Harry sitting beside the LA Lakers legend Magic Johnson in the stands. Come on, Mr. Otis. Okay. Otis wanted to come in. All right, come here, Otis. Okay. So, okay, stands. Okay, having fun at a okay. So they were at this stadium and Harry feels very aware that she is parading him around and doesn't love it. So this is what it was. So Harry is clearly not happy about Meghan posting things where he thinks it's private. Like Harry thinks it's private, but it's not private, right? And Meghan is parading things around that Harry is doing that he is completely oblivious of, right? So why would you do that? Why would you do that? So during the game, when the couple appeared on the big screen, fans started booing, according to Page Six. Reps for the couple did not comment on the story. The outlet reported that Harry isn't enjoying the attention from Meghan's public posts, especially when they tie back to their royal life. Now, what the sources are saying and what they have described about Meghan and Harry's relationship. So I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to finish this article up in my video tomorrow because there's a lot of good stuff in there I want to elaborate on. But here's the thing that we have to be aware of. The breakdown has happened. We can see it clearly by what is coming out in the press about what Harry does not like about Meghan. Why would that happen? Now, there are people who are saying that, oh, they're not getting a divorce. They're not going to break up. Harry and her are still going out. We still see them together. Of course, you still see them together because Harry is putting on the act. He doesn't want the trolls to win. He doesn't want the people to win that have always said that this marriage is not going to last, but he doesn't have a choice now. And this is why it is coming out in the press. Okay? So we just have to understand and read what we are seeing, and also look at the past of someone like Megan. When you look at what she has done to people in the past, and you like, we know what her future is going to be because we've seen how she's treated and done things in the past. You know how they say, um, show me your friends, I'll tell you your future, or show me, what you have done to people, to know how you're going to treat other people. Like, it's one of those things. It's not hard to figure out. Okay, so with that said, I want to just go through a couple of your comments. Oh, okay, the sound. Yeah, I didn't have the sound on that clip. I didn't have the sound on there. Yeah. Paris is wanting to know, are they in their own home? Yes, they're in their own home. And when you see that, because they apparently that's from their surveillance camera. Yeah. So Megzy has controlled Harry from day one. Yes, she has. She has controlled him from day one. But I wonder, almost like, what does it mean now for these children? And also the fact that I heard that when William becomes king, someone was talking about this, and I thought, you know what, that could probably happen. That there may have to be proof that Meghan even gave birth to these children at some point for them to stay in the line of succession. I think there's going to be certain requirements that are going to be created about being in the line of succession. I think there are going to be stipulations that have to be in place before you can even become in the line of succession. I think that's going to be something major that is going to cause, without any fault of anyone doing a letters patent, that would cause perhaps Meghan and Harry, for that matter, to no longer, and those children to no longer even be on the line of succession. Like, there are going to be major things that are going to happen. And I think you have to do that, because it's almost like, Meghan is going around prancing, doing, back in the industry with the title, and nothing is being done about it. And I think that is an abomination. That is a complete lack of respect to the institution that you married into. Like, you are not adhering to the things that you had once vowed to be a part of. You're clearly using it for self-gain. Thank you, Mystica Rose, for your super chat. It looks like a surveillance video. Yes. And that's what they were saying, that it is a surveillance video, that they have these in their home. And Harry was really surprised to see that he was, caught on a post on his wife's Instagram in a private moment in his home. Like, wouldn't you be completely upset about that? Wouldn't that be something that would just, like, put you off on the deep end, to know that you are being used and paraded around like here is my husband, like you're in the show, and you never even knew you were shooting the show. It's like, what happened? Like, who does that? Right? So I don't know. I just think we're in a moment right now where a lot of things are going to be happening. It's not going to be good for Harry. Meghan has clearly used a lot of the people, and most horribly, the people of the United Kingdom. I think she has used her position, her proximity to royalty, to help do things that are selfish. And she's done a lot of mean things. A lot of mean things that people should be very leery of this woman and her intentions, because she clearly uses people to do things to help herself. Okay. So with that, I want to thank Shaz again for your gifted 5 P Dina memberships. And thank you, Melise, once again for your super chat. And I do hope you are enjoying my member videos. There's so much there. I do update regularly, but there's a lot that I've been uploading since I've started my channel. Yeah, it's been several years now. So there's a lot there. And time with Lady C is real. I hope you guys find the video where I had the tour, the tour of Lady C's castle. It was really funny because of how she did that tour. It was so funny. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there. And then thank you also, Mr. Caroz, for your donation. And thank you to Lizzie B for being here and helping support. I really appreciate you. I appreciate everyone for coming here when I do my lives and for all of your support of my channel. I'll continue this article about Harry and what's going on with him in my video for tomorrow because there's a lot going on with Harry right now that I think could even warrant him being just mentally not in a good spot. I just have this feeling that it's just not good for him. Doesn't mean I feel sorry for him, but I do feel like it's just not good for him. So thank you once again for being here. I will see you all next week for my live and for the new memberships. Hope to see you guys on the other side. And I'll see you in my video tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye.